Hello! We are back with Steel Division, Gunjeft, and today on my team is Leonard, me, Chill, gonna be called as Chill, Gonzo. Thank God Gonzo's on. On the opposing side is Vulcan, player, ABB, Ab, and Zero Crack. Vulcan, player, AB, 0. A, Gunjeft, Chill, Gonzo. Because butcher name. That's gonna be my thing. And next we have are the 2nd Infantry, Polish Armored, 3rd Armored, 4th Armored, and Division Income. Damn it, game, seriously. Panzer, Luftwaffe. I can't actually remember the names of these. 9 Panzer. Probably also. I'm deploying on the right. I have some infantry, a half-track with machine guns, more infantry, and one of my favorite tanks, looks, and then Panzer IIs with a command Panzer II, command infantry, anti-tank infantry, and a more. We're going to be mostly focusing on me, again, by request. Comment. Speed it up, good. My intention is to push through. It doesn't go. This guy has deployed something called the M475 Abrams, which I don't have anything. I've got stuff that can handle it, but they gotta get really close. 800, add 7. That'll get it up to 11 AP, which those can do. Got 10 on the. If I can flank him, he's a lot easier for me. I can almost kill him at max range with these Panzer IIs. Because it's 4 side armor on that, 4 AP. Okay, let's slow down again. I don't want to go to max speed because it breaks the game. Replay file. It's already interesting enough because it told me it needed a special viewer. It was going to log me off the system just to watch this replay, and I'm not sure why. No recon. I kind of figure at the ranges would be engaging at it. I'm gonna. Got his anti-tank gun. Watch that. Bill's taking up the position to the left. A has this position, and Gonzo is on my far left. I watched Vulcan's video. Gonzo just fucking rips through AB. Completely just rips through him. 20 command immediately dies, which is that's just a lucky shot. No ifs, ands, or buts. That was a lucky shot. In the infantry, this flame panzer does a very good job. Gonzo just tears AB to right off the. AB calls for help. So I get into here and don't do anything. I should have pushed. Didn't. Got my guys there. One thing is, I like people to throw themselves against me more than I like to throw myself against them. Panzer II looked there. Oh, this guy must have killed that. Have to look at. Yeah, so this infantry's come out, and look how quickly the Panzer II just rips through it. It's like immediately stunned and just dies. Yeah, that thing. Oh, it was that killed my stuff. That thing basically shut me down. Completely. Well, those two leopards are basically my offensive power, and that killed it. And I know this is there, so it's going to die now. Won't even take long. Already pinned, and stay in there. I've got this guy on hold fire because I don't want... Oh look, he's dead. And here comes the initial enemy. I don't necessarily want to have a line of fire on them, but it isn't. That's quite well. My ally comes in with this thing, to call an artillery strike. Doesn't appear to call in artillery strike. Nope, he doesn't. Had the machine facing off. So yeah, much of the problem I end up having from here on out is a result of my own passivity in the beginning. It takes defensive and Panzer 2? Panzer 1. Which, I don't care what the frick the Germans might think, a 792 is not going to have 3 AP power. That can be boosted up to 8. So I know these rifles are over here. Scouts. I'll bring in some... that. But I lost most of my offensive power with Panzer II. Not helping me. Gonzo has pushed through and is now holding, which is giving us the +1. I've got my Panzer IIc hiding behind this building, providing these units around him. This guy gets into the building and dies because that's what they do as they kill. Shockingly good at killing. The Hellcat's firing across this road, which marks a 50-50. Yeah, that road is definitely the... Oh, the maps in this game. I'm using my mortars to hold back the infantry assault. I see them popping in and out. At these ranges, you don't really need recon, because you're just going to see them anyway. Because they're going to shoot you, you're going to shoot them. This half-track died. I'm doing what I like to do, because I like large numbers of units, and then I drop them in right where they can be shot at by WC. Tried to use that guy to take that out, but just so this guy's bringing his infantry across there. I know there isn't a lot of support. They don't have a lot of support in there. That's when I move my infantry up and like start stunning these guys en masse. My infantry are storming down that, taking out these guys as they try to cross the road. Worked out relatively good. This guy gets pinned. I'm hoping to use these to get up close enough to shoot the Hellcat. They've only got 150 meter range. Not quite enough. He's at the 2. Use my mortar to pin these guys down. Keep them down. The support you get from between these two tree lines is limited by line of sight. And I know the Abrams commander is not... He's not in a position to really provide a lot of support. Only this half track, and that's only 7. Not a 50. But I defeat that infantry push pretty effectively. Trying to take these buildings up doesn't work. Abrams can see it. The Hellcat. So I managed to hold off guy here pretty well. Zero crack. Hold off Zero's initial push pretty. And he didn't really support it with the Abrams. The Abrams just kind of sat over there being a pain. I like how this guy's just being left there. Jeep comes out. These guys try to shoot it up. A couple of things kind of worked against me. That this guy was doing really well, but no, he's got no ammunition. Ammos. Why is there an S at the end of that? I've never really just thought, I never thought of it before, but it's ammos. Okay, wouldn't it just be ammo? Oh well. I got my Panzer II handing it over here. Got another Lux over here. Kill off this stuff on my left. Which it does with gusto and prejudice. Trying to get some. Got some in here. Mention of ambushing. Hello. I have a bigger gun than you. You don't really have armor. Dead. Then there's the anti-tank gun. Doesn't get lucky. It died. Wasn't even pinned down and it just couldn't quite do it. So I swapped this guy that has no ammunition out for a guy that has ammo. Because I know that this guy's firepower is... It's just 3 at 100 meters now. He's got no rifles left. He's got no machine guns. So... I pull him back. Because I got a supply truck over here. They're doing a good job. And my little Panzer II eventually does die. Right there, dead. Something kills him. But not before we break this area here, and now we're across the... And he certainly made his money back. Just the few kills he got, the half-track, that thing, and 6-pounder he didn't. But I'm not doing well holding. This guy's helping me with his FK-288s, which actually serve a dual anti-tank purpose. I like to use these guys on deck as well. I kind of quasi use them as artillery / anti-tank unit. Damage. Forced him back. At this point, Zero is starting to control this road. I can't effectively get reinforcements around. And they can see this guy, so he's getting to be less and less effective. Try to ambush that guy with these, but it just doesn't quite work out. He does it correctly by bringing up. Got Scott and this thing to support the Abrams. Got the MG42 wipes out that Jeep. He's coming up for another push. I don't need to stop him. Stuff hidden back here. So I've got some stuff around, provide support, but this thing has a death grip on this road, so I can't really move around very. 75 mil on the Panzer IV, not really good for anti-tank work. Like this is 5, this is only 4. Trying to stun that. And my Panzer IV kills it, but immediately suffers weapon damage. So he's useless now. Panzer II-C is doing wonderful work over there again. That's what Panzer II do against infantry. Even more than the Panzer IV will ever do. Still has his infantry coming up here. There's enough firepower here that even though this is in range, these guys can never align. So they don't ever get to kill that. He's got enough firepower in the form of infantry and otherwise to stop these guys from aligning and actually shoot. Try to start to pull back. No real reason to suffer. It keeps bringing in that recon, but then never calls him. Still. Got a Panzer IV-J back here. With engaging. This guy I'm trying to rearm. This guy's only got one. So this allows him to cover much of it. Not that it matters. This is where I start trying to pull back my Panzer II. This damages his transmission, basically trapping him pretty much in that location, because he can't back up. These infantry choose the wrong time to come out, because we have a very significant push coming in from them. Very significant. Look, artillery. I have no clue where that came from. Might have been the storage, but I didn't get the placard thing. I've got this guy, he's now got command because of the infantry here. Trying to move him up to cover this area. Doesn't ultimately do that well. Which is a bit unfortunate. But I've got this thing, grill here. The grills are deceptively useful. Take out infantry very well. They're actually stunning the Abrams a little bit and the M8 Scott. Abrams is shooting my... Nope, he's shooting my machine. Pull the machine. Not doing anything. Anyway, and I've got the grill here shooting the infantry. So he did the right thing here and he starts mortaring my Panzer. I've got another Panzer IV again. I start trying to move this Panzer IV now that he's fully reset. Oh, mostly. He doesn't need the full load of 50. He takes that out. This guy keeps pulling back because he's stunned. And this Abrams is shooting at him. The grill starts shooting Mr. Abrams over there. That takes out that Sherman. Panzer IV, rare occasion, they're useful. I've got two of them now. Oh, yeah, two Panzer IV-Js and that. Guys, two, I still don't see what that was. It must have been this Hellcat. Must have been the Hellcat, which I never saw show up. That kills my command guy. And they realize I've been supporting this flank here of this Panzer II-C, so they send out some of those over there. Panzer I-C is shooting up infantry because they're good for that. The enemy Hellcat can just outranges this. I'm amazed that didn't actually cause that guy to pull back. And comes back in. That thing, first shot kills my Panzer II. Hellcat to fall back. Order still. I'm trying to do a small counterattack, using smoke to cover the advance of the grill and other stuff from... Don't end up seeing anything. The grill eventually does find a target. The target goes away before you hit it. My infantry end up dying. These Jaeger do a good job taking out these guys, preventing them from breaking through this clearing here. Kills one, doesn't quite kill the other. Have the Panzer 1C fall back, because their little crappy gun here is actually enough to stun the Scots. Not enough to kill them from the flank, enough to stun them. And what I wanted him to shoot at disappeared when that guy died, and they just start dying to him. Panzer IVs are surprisingly bad. They're alright against Sherman 75s, but against anything other than Sherman 75s, they just... on Stuarts. They're alright against Stuarts. But they're easy to outrange, and then they just start falling like flies. Got no armor. And that guy dies, and that leaves me in a pretty bad position as he brings up all of his... Been an expensive game for the both of us. Got my... trying to do stuff against him. Not necessarily succeeding, but they're trying. Gonzo over here is just ripping through. Doing the job. Ripping through. We firmly have the town, and I'm being up. So here comes the big assault from Hero. I have not much to stop it. In fact, what I do have him pull stops right in front of that and dies. This guy comes out. Guy turns around and kills that immediately. Panzer 1C, good against half-tracks. Trying to hide him. He doesn't end up getting killed, but he'll die. Back. I'm pulling all my stuff back. Why get it killed? Got stuff coming. Bill's got two of these Stugs coming. I've got a Tiger E coming. Also has an anti-tank gun, but not in a... Tanks would have been. Tanks would have been. Yeah. Stuff come. Stroke's got. Well, they both have one. Gonzo's over here doing a very good job. There's a Jumbo. Good. You have high experience. Nope, doesn't kill the Jumbo at that. Has a good chance of killing. I'm using the tree line to cover my infantry, because you can't see very far into it. Bill's got some stuff to stun Hellcats. Zero, thinking that it completely broken, not realizing I just pulled stuff back into the woods to ambush, tries to rush his half-tracks through. And it goes badly. Stuff ends up dying. I advance my guys far enough to actually start picking up some of his infantry. But other than that, I keep everything hidden. I don't want to play my hand just yet. Gonzo's up here. killing stuff pretty much left and right. He's got all this territory. Even though this is broken through a little bit, I still have a line back here. How do you hit and get a transmission damage on a freaking M5A? Come on. There you go. Now I've got 2 Tigerees. If I start launching counterattack, along with these Stugs from Chill. Because I'm not defeated yet. I just have, if the situation is bad, I will do a tactical withdrawal to form a new line and counterattack. That is now what is happening. As Zero is finding out the hard way, they're not yet taken out. In fact, he thought he was doing good enough, so he started going this way as well. Not quite good. I've got this coming up. I've got another grill. Port. Abrams here is running out of ammunition. About a 50. Down to less than half of his explosive ammunition. And his transmission's damaged. So I've got a good idea that that's there. I'm not particularly aggressive with this Tiger. But I still end up getting him in the range of the way. As I'm now pushing back against him. But yeah, he exposes himself and misses, so everything just kind of slaughtered. Still alive? He's still alive back there. And I'm making my lost terrain ground back. The rifles are pulling back. Aha! Bounce. Driver's knocked out, so... Means this guy's not surrendering yet. Then the game ends. So, yeah, I was on my way of getting that terrain back, but boy, did that suck for me. I remember this being even, but no, it sucked for me. Gonzo did well. A did well. Phil was with me. He did well. Kind of sucked again. I like playing with Vulcan because generally players are better, end up doing better, and now I'm showing the kills for I got Vulcan's kill list. Oh, that's funny. Gonzo's. Yeah, I've got Vulcan's kills and losses. Oh well, that was good. Kind of goes to show the usefulness of if the situation in your front is bad enough, instead of throwing all these units at it to try to stop it, sometimes it's just good to pull back to the next good defensive position and reform and then push forward again. There's a lot of people that just kind of like throw their stuff at it and people die all the time. And sometimes you can trade space for time depending what the game mode is and what's going on. It's a lot easier to do if it's a destruction map. Because on destruction, if you're just throwing your stuff piece at everything that's killing you in. But sometimes you just need to pull back a little bit and reform and then counterattack. Because if the game had gone on longer, I would have pushed Zero all the way back. Tigers, because he didn't have anything left in front of me. But the game ended, so it didn't. One, because Gonzo crushed the other side. But oh well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you all for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to hit that stupid little bell thing that YouTube has added, because otherwise you won't get notifications of any new videos if you subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitter, @GenJeft, as I always have my video updates on there, so you will never miss a video if you're on my Twitter feed, because they'll all be posted. And any other dumbass comment I make as well. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.